Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Spring Cup today, and we've got a different team to try out. We're going to be using the Kingdra paired with the Shadow Empoleon with the Amoongus in the back. We got an okay lead here. Kingdra versus Tropius. Both of us are doing neutral. Even their leaf blades are only neutral at best. And we're going to fire off our Octazooka bait. We do grab that shield. We get the debuff. Will they get greedy and allow us to get to another move? No, they won't. They take us out here right before we get to the move, and we're going to go into the Empoleon now. We saw the debuff, so we're just going to tank this move and then look for a potential farm down. No farm down, unfortunately, but we are going to keep this Empoleon with the energy healthy. And unfortunately, it ends up being the Lantern and then a Cradily in the back. So Cradily versus our Amoongus in general is pretty solid because they can only throw neutral moves at best. Oh, they're running Rock Slide. So Rock Slide not going to be able to debuff us, but we are going to be able to get the farm down. And we haven't revealed Grass Knot, so we might actually get a shield here. No shield, and now they know we don't have it. They're going to fire off a move here. This is going to be the Surf that we have to shield. And at this point, we're going to have to just try to get to multiple moves. We attempt to catch, but we actually have a move ready. This Hydro does deal a decent amount, and we get them low enough that we think that we can just Astonish down. But we don't even need to do that because we do get to the foul play. So GG's to our opponent, able to come back from a kind of a dicey backline, but Tropius' lead was very, very interesting to deal with. All right, next we got the Kingdra versus the Lapras. Okay, once again, another neutral lead here. Our opponent could have Ice Beam, or they could be running the Skull Bash. They decided to just fire off the Skull Bash. We're going to go for this Outrage. They do survive it because they did get that boost. We're going to get the farm down, and now we see the Fear Thorn come in. We did have a lot of energy advantage, so we might be able to grab some shields or even flip this. We have to shield here. We're going to have to fire off this next Drill Peck. The Drill Peck is going to get shielded, and we're just going to try to catch the move here. So this should be the Power Whip. We do catch that, and unfortunately ends up being the Malwell. Malwell is going to be able to chunk away at our Amoongus. Not before we get to this Sludge Bomb, though. So we get the shield, and our opponent is boosted with their fast attacks. We're going to have to shield here because the Power Punch would actually still deal some decent damage. We take this out immediately, and now we just got to hope that we can get to a move before they can take us out. Okay, we catch this move. Are we at a Drill Peck? And we do get to it after one fast move for the KO. So GG's to our opponents, able to barely win, having to catch twice just to win that game. All right, Kingdra versus the Weezing. Not a great matchup here. We're going to get out of here. Amoongus is going to get used. They did not build up to a potential overheat, so we just tanked that, and looks like they have the Lapras here. We fire off the Sludge Bomb, and now they know we don't have Grass Knot, so they probably don't even shield at all. Oh, our foul play energy just got completely wiped, unfortunately. And we're just going to have to just tank this, even if it's Ice Beam. Looks like they don't want us to farm as well. And we're going to counter with our Empoleon. That was potential overheat, and we do show the correct move. So we have energy on the Empoleon. They have two shields. Lapras is still there. What else do they have? Fair Thorn? Yeah. So Fair Thorn in the back. Down a shield can be pretty difficult. But we did have a huge amount of energy advantage. Another Drill Peck is going to get shielded, and at this point, looks like our opponent is trying to build up to 2, and we got to try to catch the move after this here. Only way we win. Okay, we simul KO, and then we are able to reach a move. This Outrage is going to be enough to take out the Fair Thorn, so GG's to our opponent, able to win these games, mainly because of this Kingdra. The Kingdra generally has a okay lead, In that particular match, it was a terrible lead, but it ended up being an okay backline. Fairy Wind is not what we're looking for from this Mawile. We're going to have to go into the Amoongus. They are running Vice Grip, and that is not going to be enough. So they switch into the Superior. Wow, they must not have any answers to this Amoongus, so we're just going to keep on firing Sludge Bombs, and just like that, we are up 2 shields to none. The Aerial Ace is effective, but it doesn't take us out. They're going to get to this next Aerial Ace to wipe out our Amoongus, and now we're just going to go into this Kingdra. Kingdra looking to farm a ton. Yeah, so they had double grass. This Ferrothorn has to get through 2 shield. Empoleon, they have no shields, so that's Drill Peck does roughly 25 to 30% right there. We got a shield here, and we got to try to get to another move. We get to this Drill Peck before they get to the next move, so this is going to take out this Ferrothorn. And we know they had a move, so we're going to catch it onto our Kingdra. Kingdra swaps. We're going to throw the Octazooka anyways, and we do get the debuff. We are looking for the farm down. We get the farm down, and we reach another move with the Empoleon. So GG to our opponent, able to win that game, catching moves, switching out, using the Kingdra to perfection. And looks like this Kingdra Empoleon core working out for us right now. All right, next we got the Kingdra versus Shadow Bombsnow. Probably one of the worst leads we can face. However, you can see how much Dragon Breath damage we've already done. This Bombsnow already into the yellow. They get to 2 Weather Balls, unfortunately, and we were trying to look for the farm down, but they were aware and they decided to switch out into the Gliscopod. Gliscopod running the Liquidation. We are able to tank. We fire off the Drill Peck. Looks like we do get to another Drill Peck, and this is going to get that second shield. It was CAP, so we just have to let this go and try to win this game with 2 shield Amoongus. We know that it's probably going to be X Scissor because they've already revealed the Liquidation. We can shield here or let this go, but looks like we just want to keep this Amoongus fairly healthy. And looks like we have a chance to win Jellicent with no energy versus our Amoongus with a ton of energy. Looks like they are able to get to this move here. Shadow Ball is not enough, but we get the farm down, and now it just comes down to what they bring in. If they bring in Bombsnow, we have to fire off the move, and that's exactly the case. We take out the Bombsnow, and then we farm down. So GG's to our opponent. Check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.